Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First of all, I'd like to thank to Almighty God, and because of Him, we can live to this time. Secondly, may salawat and salam always be delivered to our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, who had brought us from the darkness to this bright modern era that we're living today. My name is Faris. In this time, me and my friends, we are present about the adverbs. Adverbs is the one of the most tricky part of speech component to learn. At a glance, to understand adverb will be a little difficult, but the fact, if we study it properly, it's not as difficult as people think. And then you might be wondering, what is actually the word that called adverb? Okay, I explained that. Actually, what is adverbs? Adverbs, kata keterangan in bahasa, the word that explain more about the other words. Usually, adverb tells about how often, when, and where something happen or when you do something. There are many types of adverbs, like adverb of time, adverb of place, adverb of manner, adverb of degree, and many other adverbs. The adverb usually put after verb. For example, the bus moves slowly. In this sentence, slowly is an adverb. Another example is my brother does his homework well. You know that well in this sentence is an adverb. Several types of adverbs could modify other adverbs. That means there are two adverbs in there, so it's changing the level or the accuracy. For example, you're speaking too quietly. In this sentence, there are two adverbs that combine and make the adverb more accurate. Another example is, she played the violin extremely well. In this sentence, there are two adverbs that combine and make the level of adverbs higher. Sometimes an adverb can modify an adjective too and make the sentence stronger or weaker. For example, you look absolutely fabulous. In this sentence, absolutely is an adverb. An adverb in this sentence modify the adjective and make this sentence stronger. Another example is, he is slightly overweight. Some of adverbs have the same form with the adjective itself, like early, fast, hard, high, late, near, straight, and wrong. For example, it is a fast car. He drives very fast. He works hard. And then the word well is an adverb for the adjective word good. For example, he is a good student. He studies well. They swim well.
Hello, I'm Bianca Venisa. I will explain about form and adverb of an adjective, yaitu membentuk kata keterangan dari kata sifat. Nah, bagaimana sih caranya? Okay, here is how form and adverb of an adjective. Okay, number 1. Often the adverb is formed by adding li suffices to an adjective. Oke, jadi seringkali kata keterangan itu dibentuk dengan menambahkan akhiran li ke suatu kata sifat. Oke, look at this example. Di sini ada adjective dan adverb. Number 1, cheap becomes cheaply. Cheaply. Cheap artinya murah menjadi cheaply yang artinya dengan murah. Number 2, quick becomes quickly. Quickly. Quick artinya cepat menjadi quickly yang artinya dengan cepat. Number 3, slow becomes slowly. Slowly. Slow artinya lambat menjadi slowly yang artinya dengan lambat. Okay, so this adjective cheap, quick, and slow will be adverb after li. Oke, jadi kata sifat seperti cheap, quick, dan slow akan berubah menjadi adverb setelah ditambahkan li. Oke. Okay, next. Number 2. If an adjective ends with y, replace it with I and the li ends. For example, number 1, easy becomes easily. Easy artinya mudah menjadi easily dengan mudah. Number 2, happy becomes happily. Happily. Happy artinya bahagia menjadi happily dengan bahagia. Number 3, lucky becomes luckily. Lucky artinya beruntung, berubah menjadi luckily dengan beruntung. Okay, next, number 3. If an adjective ends with able, or li, replace e with y. For example, number 1, probable becomes probably, yang artinya barangkali atau mungkin. Number 2, terrible becomes terribly, yang artinya sangat mengerikan. Number 3, gentle becomes gently, yang artinya dengan lemah lembut. Okay, next, number 4. If the adjective ends with ic, add a lie. Exception, public becomes publicly. Public artinya umum menjadi publicly, yang artinya dengan umum. Okay, look at this example. Number 1, basic becomes basically. Basic artinya dasar atau utama. Basically artinya terutama. Number 2, tragis becomes tragisly. Tragis artinya tragis menjadi tragisly, yang artinya tragisnya. Number 3, economic becomes economically. Economic artinya ekonomis menjadi economically, yang artinya secara ekonomis.
Hello, my name is Cindy Aulia, and in this part, I will explain a subtopic at adverb, comparative and superlative adverb. Halo, nama aku Cindy Aulia. Jadi di sini aku akan menjelaskan subtopik dari adverb, yaitu kata keterangan komparatif dan superlatif. In number 1, with adverbs ending in ly, buat kata keterangan yang akhirnya itu ly. Use more to form the comparative. Kita bisa menggunakan kata more untuk membentuk komparatif, and use most to form the superlative. Kita bisa menggunakan kata most untuk membentuk superlatif. Oke, take a look at the table first. Oke, kita lihat tabelnya terlebih dahulu. Adverb quietly ending in ly. If we change it to comparative, bagaimana kita mengubahnya ke komparatif? We can add more before adverb. Kita bisa menambahkan kata more sebelum adverbnya. Superlative, we can add most before adverb. Jadi bagaimana kalau kita menambahkan ke superlatif, mengubahnya ke superlatif? Kita bisa menambahkan most sebelum kata keterangannya, sebelum quietly-nya. Quietly, more quietly, most quietly. Slowly, more slowly, most slowly. Seriously, more seriously, most seriously. Comparative and superlative is like from very to very very. Jadi komparatif dan superlatif itu ibaratnya dari sangat jadi sangat-sangat. Comparative is level 1. Jadi kalau komparatif itu di level pertama itu cuman sangat aja gitu. And superlative is level 2. Superlatif berada di tingkat selanjutnya level 2, jadi sangat sekali. Okay, take a look at an example. The teacher spoke more slowly to help us to understand its comparative because it used the word more before adverb. What is adverb? Adverb is slowly ending ly. Guru bicara lebih lambat agar mereka paham. Kenapa ini disebut komparatif? Karena ini menggunakan kata more sebelum adverbnya, sebelum kata keterangannya, dan emang kata keterangannya itu berakhiran dengan ly. Example number 2. Could you sing most quietly please? It's superlative because it used the words most before adverb ending in ly. Okay, number 2. With short adverbs that do not end in ly, comparative and superlative forms are identical to adjectives. Jadi untuk adverb singkat yang tidak berakhiran dengan ly, bentuk komparatif dan superlatifnya itu sama seperti kata sifat. Add er to form the comparative. Kita bisa menambahkan er di akhir untuk membentuk komparatif, and add est to form superlative. Kita bisa tambahkan est buat superlatif. If the adverbs ends in e, remove it before adding the ending. Jadi kalau misalkan jika kata keterangan berakhiran e, hilangkan e sebelum menambahkan akhirannya. Okay, take a look at the table first. Adverb hard. What if comparative? We can add er ending er. Harder. We can add est for superlative. Hardest. Fast. Faster. Fastest. And let. If the adverbs end in e, adverbs ends in e, remove it before adding in the ending. Kalau misalkan akhirannya kan e, hapus si e-nya, terus tambahin akhirannya. Kalau kalian mau nambahin komparatif, kita tambahin er. Kalau superlatif, kita tambahin est. Later, not double e, jadi nggak double e, jadi nggak later tapi later. And add est later. Okay, example. Jim works harder than this brother. Jim bekerja lebih keras dibandingkan saudara laki-lakinya. It's comparative because ending er. Di akhirnya itu er kan. Di akhir si adverbnya itu er. Jadi ini disebut komparatif. Number 2. Everyone in the race ran fast, but John ran the fastest of all. Semua orang berlari cepat, tapi John berlari paling cepat di antara semuanya. Is superlative because ending est. Ini superlatif karena di akhir dari adverb itu ditambahin est. Okay, for number 3, some adverbs have irregular, comparative, and superlative forms. Jadi buat nomor 3 itu kita akan membahas kata keterangan dengan komparatif dan superlatif tidak beraturan. Look at the table first. Kita lihat tabelnya terlebih dahulu. Badly, worse. Sebenarnya mereka kan punya arti yang sama aja, cuman tingkatan yang berbeda. Dengan buruk, lebih buruk, dan sangat buruk gitu. Look at an example. The little boy ran farther than his friend. This comparative because the farther is irregular than the comparative. Anak kecil laki-laki itu berlari lebih cepat dibandingkan temannya. Ini komparatif karena di tabel kan bisa dilihat itu tuh farther itu bentuk dari komparatif, irregularnya dari komparatif kan. You're driving worse today than yesterday. It's comparative because the word is irregular than comparative. He played the best of any player. It's superlative because the best it's irregular than the superlative.
Hello, let me introduce myself. My name is Maharani Lintang Priyani. I will explain about relative adverb. What is relative adverb? Apa sih relative adverb itu? Relative adverb is a word that describes a verb, an adjective, or even another adverb. Relative adverb adalah kata yang menggambarkan kata kerja, kata sifat, atau bahkan kata keterangan lain. But when using relative adverb, the point is to use where, when, and why to join sentence or clause. Tapi, ketika menggunakan kata keterangan relatif, intinya adalah untuk menggunakan kemana, kapan, dan mengapa untuk menggabungkan dengan kalimat atau klausa. Use where to refers to place. Where untuk mengacu pada tempat-tempat. Use when with times and dates. When mengacu untuk waktu dan tanggal. And use why to explain cause and effect. When untuk menjelaskan sebab dan akibat. Okay, here's an example of a formal structure that will compare to the common structure. Okay, di sini ada contoh struktur formal yang akan kita bandingkan dengan struktur umum. Okay, number 1. At the formal structure, saat di struktur formal. That the restaurant in which we meet for the first time. Restoran itu di mana kita bertemu untuk pertama kalinya. When it become the common structure, ketika menjadi struktur umum. That the restaurant where we meet for the first time. Restoran itu di mana kita bertemu untuk pertama kalinya. In which to become where on common structure. In which menjadi where ketika di struktur umum. Number 2. I remember the day on which we first met. Common structure. I remember the day when we first met. Saya ingat di mana hari pertama kita bertemu. On which to become when on common structure. On which menjadi when ketika di struktur umum. And last example. Tell me the reason for which you come home late. Katakan padaku alasanmu pulang telat. When it become the common structure, saat di struktur umum. Tell me why you come home late. Katakan padaku mengapa kau pulang terlambat. The reason for which to become why on common structure. The reason for which menjadi why ketika di struktur umum. That was an example from the relative adverb. Itu dia tadi salah satu contoh dari relative adverb atau kata keterangan relatif. That concludes our discussion about relative adverb.
Hello everyone, my name Reva Sahla El-Fayruj. At this moment, I want to presentation about interrogative adverb. Interrogative adverb is a special adjective used to ask question related to noun or noun phrase. Interrogative adverb is placed in front of the explained noun or noun phrase. Example: why, where, when, and how. They are used to ask question. Example: why is the garden is such a mess. When are you going to grow up? How can you eat a freezer full of pizza in one evening? Where is your sister? Interrogative adverb have many types of different conditions. The first is interrogative adverb of time. Interrogative atau kata keterangan untuk menanyakan waktu. When an interrogative adverb is used to ask about time-related matter. Jadi interrogative adverb of time ini ditanyakan untuk menanyakan waktu atau kapan. Seperti contoh, for example, when will film this end? When will this film end? Jadi kapan film ini berakhir? Atau bisa juga menggunakan kata when. For example, when was the last time you found something you wish you had? When, kapan? Terakhir kamu menemukan sesuatu yang kamu tidak tercapai. Nah, the second interrogative about place. Jadi kata keterangan untuk menanyakan tempat. For example, is this the line between soap and cereal? Jadi tempatnya di mana? Yaitu di bawah antara soap dan sereal. Yang ketiga yaitu interrogative adverb of reason atau enggak untuk sebuah alasan. Salah satu contohnya yaitu why. The interrogative adverb why is used to ask about reason. For example, why are you watching this film again? Yang artinya kenapa kamu menonton film ini lagi. Jadi yang mana kata why ini menanyakan untuk sebuah alasan. Yang keempat, interrogative adverb of manner. Jadi manner di sini yaitu untuk menanyakan sopan santun, dan untuk menanyakan kata about manner digunakan use kata how. For example, how quickly can you get home? Jadi lebih sopan pertanyaannya. Bagaimana secepat apa kamu dapat sampai ke rumah? 5. Yang kelima, interrogative adverb of amount, quantity, and degree. The interrogative adverb how is used to ask for amount, quantity, and degree. For example, how many sweets have you eaten? Yang kelima yaitu kata interrogatif yang digunakan untuk menanyakan sebuah kualitas atau jumlah yaitu dengan kata how. So, that's interrogative adverb. Simply, you can understand the interrogative adverb used to ask and at the beginning of the sentence.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Let me introduce myself. My name is Nur Azizah. Okay, now I want to explain about adverb of place. Okay, adverb of place. The word expresses place is called adverb of place, and it is used to explain where an action happens. Okay, look at the table. Same word of adverb of place. There are here, about, anywhere, in front of, around, in there, and others. Okay, next. For the example is your parents live in Manado. Your parents live in Manado. They waited for me there. They waited for me there. If you want to see the hot air balloon, you will have to go outside. You will have to go outside. When she entered the classroom, she sat down. She sat down. I searched everywhere, but I couldn't find him. I searched everywhere, but I couldn't find him. Okay, next. We must know if adverb of place which is also preposition. What? Adverb of place which is also preposition? Yes, let's find the difference of adverb of place and preposition. Word of in adverb of place. Let's get off at the next stop. And in the preposition is the wind blew the flowers of the tree. And then word over in adverb of place is he turned over and went back to sleep. But in preposition is I think I will hang the picture overhead. Okay, do you see what is the difference? Okay, for more easy conclusion, the difference of adverb of place and preposition is adverb of place is the word expresses place and it is used to explain where an action happens. But preposition is more specifically where in the place. Okay? The preposition is more specifically where in the place. Okay, I think it is enough from me and I apologize if there are wrong or mistake. Okay, see you. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Allow me Agung Wijaya Temisela to present material regarding adverb of time. Adverb of time. An adverb of time or a reference to time tell us when something is happening at once, how long and how often. So timekeeping is permanent and is very common in English. Information on time has a default position in a sentence depending on what is defined by time information. Jadi di adverb of time ini terbagi menjadi tiga. Yang pertama kapan, seberapa lama, yang ketiga adalah seberapa sering. Number 4, using still. The still are showing sustainability in positive sentence. The adverb are laid before the main verb and after auxiliary verbs such as we have, might, and will. If the main verb is to be, but the still after and not before the main verb is the question. In the question, the still are laid down before the main verb. Example: she is still waiting for you. Jim Mike still wants some. Do you still work for the BBC? Are you still here? I'm still hungry. Next, number 5, using yet. Yet it is used in question and negative sentence to show that something has not happened or perhaps will not happen, but is expected to happen. This adverb is placed at the end of the sentence or after the word not. Example: have you finished your work yet? Is the same pertanyaan sederhana untuk mendapatkan informasi. No, not yet. It's the same jawaban dengan negatif sederhana. They haven't met him yet. It's the same pernyataan negatif sederhana. Haven't you finished yet? It's the same menunjukkan rasa terkejut.
Hello, my name is Rahma Syifa Nur Hanifah. I will explain about the adverb of manner. Adverb of manner is a way description that tell us how something happened. Adverb of manner atau keterangan cara yang memberitahu kita bagaimana sesuatu terjadi. Examples, contohnya, I ran quickly. Saya berlari sangat cepat. Atau saya berlari dengan sangat cepat. She speaks softly. Dia berbicara dengan lembut atau dia berbicara dengan sangat lembut. And he swims well. Dia berenang dengan baik atau dia berenang dengan sangat baik. Note, catatan, the first adverb of manner cannot be placed directly between the main verb and the object. Keterangan cara tidak dapat langsung diletakkan di antara kata kerja utama dan objek. The second, adverb must be placed before the verb or at the end of the clause. Kata keterangan harus diletakkan sebelum kata kerja atau di akhir klausa. Examples, contohnya, he ate greedily the chocolate cake. Ate is verb, greedily is adverb of manner, and chocolate cake is object. The sentence is imprecise because adverb between object and verb. Kalimat ini tidak tepat karena kata keterangan terletak di antara objek dan kata kerja. Then, he ate the chocolate cake greedily. This sentence is correct because adverb is at the end of the clause. Kalimat ini benar karena kata keterangan benda berada di akhir klausa. And he greedily ate the chocolate cake. This sentence is correct because adverb is at the beginning. Begin. Kalimat ini benar karena keterangan berada di awal. And the third, the adverb of general manner is almost always placed right after the verb. Keterangan-keterangan cara yang umum hampir selalu diletakkan tepat setelah kata kerja. Examples, contohnya, slowly, quickly, fast, and badly. I drove my car slowly yesterday. Drove is verb, slowly is adverb of manner. I ran quickly and won the race. Ran is verb and quickly is adverb of manner. Use in literary. The first, suppression atau penekanan. Example, contohnya, she angrily slammed the door. She is subject, angrily is adverb of manner, slam is verb, and the door is object. And the second, make serious atau membuat penasaran. Example, contohnya, slowly she picked up the knife. Slowly is adverb of manner, she is subject, picked up is verb, and the knife is object.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My name is Dianiwati and I will explain about adverb of degree. Adverbs of degree tell us about the intensity of something. Adverbs of degree are usually placed before the adjective, adverb, or verb that they modify, although there are some exceptions. The words to, enough, very, and extremely are examples of adverbs of degree. 1. Usage of enough. Enough can be used as both an adverb and as a determiner. Enough as an adverb meaning to the necessary degree. Thus, after the adjective or adverb that it is modifying, and not before it as other adverbs do. It can be used both in positive and negative sentence. Examples: is your coffee hot enough? This box isn't big enough. enough is often followed by to plus the infinitive. Example, he didn't work hard enough to pass the exam. Is your coffee hot enough to drink? Enough can also be followed by for someone or for something. Examples, the dress was big enough for me. She's not experienced enough for this job. Enough as a determiner. Enough as a determiner meaning as much or many as necessary. Thus, before the noun it modifies. It is used with countable nouns in the plural and with uncountable nouns. Examples, we have enough bread. You have enough children. They don't have enough food. I don't have enough apples. Usage of to. To is always an adverb, but it has two distinct meanings, each with its own usage patterns. To meaning also. To as an adverb meaning also goes at the end of the phrase it modifies. Examples, I would like to go swimming too if you will let me come. Can I go to the zoo too? To meaning excessively. To as an adverb meaning excessively goes before the adjective or adverb it modifies. It can be used in both affirmative and negative sentence. Examples, this coffee is too hot. He works too hard. To is often followed by to plus the infinitive. Examples, the coffee was too hot to drink. You're too young to have grandchildren. To can also be followed by for someone or for something. Example, the coffee was too hot for me. The dress was too small for her. Usage of very. Very goes before an adverb or adjective to make it stronger. Examples, the girl was very beautiful. The house is very expensive. Difference in meaning between very and to. There is a big difference in meaning between to and very. Very express a fact, while to suggests there is a problem. Examples, he speaks very quietly. He speaks too quietly for me to understand. It is very hot outside. It is too hot outside to go for a walk.
Okay, this is my turn. I'm Inaya Matmina. In this time, I will explain about adverb of certainty. So, first, what is the adverb of certainty? In here, we can see the definition about adverb of certainty. Adverb of certainty is an adverb to express certain or sure we feel about an action or event. And there are 5 common adverbs of certainty. They are first, certainly. In bahasa, it means tentunya, definitely, pastinya, probably, mungkin, undoubtedly, tidak diragukan lagi, and the last, surely, pasti.
Seems like is another adverb. Adverb of certainty also has a structure or a characteristic in a sentence. And they are, first, adverb of certainty go before the main verb and after the verb to be. So we can see in this example, first, I surely won't forget. The word surely is an adverb of certainty, and the word won't is the main verb. So we can see in this example, in this sentence, that surely is adverb of certainty put before the main verb. So next to the second example, she is certainly a beautiful girl. The word is in this sentence is a to be or auxiliary. So the word certainly is the adverb or certainty. And next, second, with other auxiliary verb, this adverb go between the auxiliary verb and the main verb. So see the example. He is definitely running late. He is the auxiliary verb. Is the auxiliary verb. And the running is the main verb. The word definitely is an adverb of certainty placed between the auxiliary and the main verb. And the next, I will probably forget tomorrow. Same. Will is auxiliary verb and forget is the main verb. So we put probably as adverb of certainty between them. And three, sometimes this adverb can be placed at the beginning of the sentence. Example, certainly I will be there. Undoubtedly, Winston Churchill was a great politician. So the word certainly and undoubtedly as adverb of certainty put or placed at the beginning of the sentence. Okay, next for adverb of certainty surely placed at the beginning of the sentence is meant looking for information. So we can see the example, surely you're not going to wear that to the party. Surely you've got a bicycle. Kata surely di sini itu seperti mencari informasi atau jawaban yang akan meyakinkan diri sendiri atas sesuatu gitu. Okay, the next, what is the difference? What is the difference? Okay, as we know, there are 5 common verbs that usually the adverb of certainty, but we don't know what the difference about definitely, certainly, and probably, and the others. And to make it easier, we can following this table. First, probably. The definition is to be most certain, most likely to happen. Ini artinya kata probably bisa saja kita gunakan saat suatu peristiwa mendekati kepastian tetapi tidak pasti, hanya mendekati saja, karena kemungkinan ada hal lain yang dapat terjadi. Misalkan kita analogikan hari ini kita menonton ramalan cuaca. Dikatakan hari ini akan 50% cerah. Maka dari itu karena 50%-nya cerah, 50%-nya lagi bisa saja turun hujan kan? So in this time we can say it will probably cloudy for today. Kemungkinan hari ini akan berawan. Kenapa kita menggunakan probably? Seperti yang sudah dijelaskan bahwa sepertinya kita yakin kemungkinan terbesarnya akan berawan hari ini, tetapi tidak sepenuh hati karena bisa saja kemungkinan yang terjadi adalah turun hujan. So next, definitely. In a definite manner, surely. Ini mengartikan cara yang pasti, kepastian, yakin 100%. Misalkan kita analogikan lagi, kita menonton ramalan cuaca hari ini yang mengatakan 100% cerah. So in this time you can say, I will definitely go swimming today. Saya yakin hari ini akan pergi berenang. Nah, dari sini bisa dikatakan bahwa definitely digunakan saat kita yakin akan suatu hal, seperti yakin kita 100% yakin akan hal itu. So next, clearly. To be clear about something without a doubt. So ini bisa dikatakan atau bisa digunakan untuk memperjelas sesuatu yang tidak ada keraguannya gitu. Next, certainly. Be sure of something. Yakin atas suatu hal. Absolutely. Tetap atau absolute. Kita menggunakan ini misalkan ketika kita mengetahui bahwa ramalan cuaca hari ini adalah 95% akan hujan. Maka kita dapat mengatakan it will certainly take an umbrella. Ini berarti bahwa kita yakin akan turun hujan walaupun bisa saja 5% terjadi adalah cerah. Tetapi karena kemungkinan terbesarnya adalah terjadinya hujan, maka kita yakin atas suatu hal yang akan turunnya itu turun hujan. Sehingga kata yang tepat adalah certainly. It will certainly take an umbrella. And the last, surely, to say with confidence, mengatakan dengan percaya diri. Oh, ada lagi, undoubtedly, tidak diragukan lagi. Seperti hal contohnya di atas, yaitu undoubtedly Winston Churchill was a great politician. Tidak diragukan lagi, Winston Churchill adalah politisi yang hebat.
Hello, I am Laila Puspitasari. Here I will explain about the viewpoint and commenting adverb. Viewpoint and commenting adverb is expression caption tell you about a speaker's point of view, opinion or comment about an action or event. Example, clearly, at the beginning of the sentence. Clearly, I should be there. Before the main verb, I clearly should be there. At the end of the sentence, I should be there, clearly. Thank you.